Alright guys, welcome back to another video on MMA.I. Today we are joined by UFC featherweight Kamaka. How's it going, buddy?
Going good, buddy. Thanks for having me.
Did I pronounce that right? Kamaka?
Yeah, Kamaka, yeah.
Yeah, so you're in Las Vegas. I presume you're training for your next fight?
Don't have nothing scheduled yet, but yeah, I'm training, staying
Yeah.
ready, and yeah, hopefully the last one doesn't come last minute.
Yeah, I presume Las Vegas is the different to your native Hawaii, where you're from. What's the difference between Las Vegas and Hawaii? You know, what's something you like and you dislike about each?
Um, I guess the difference is like traveling isn't doesn't take up a whole day. Um, I'm not in the comfort of training with my family. Um, just yeah, new setting. Um, but all the reasons why all the differences are the reasons why I like it. Gets me out of my comfort zone, and yeah, I mean everything that's could seem bad, yeah, I'm just turning into a positive,
Hmm.
me a change could seem bad, but I'm changing that too. That's just my own. Everything is my own doing, and it's up to me. You know what I mean? So um, shoot, I don't know. I like it. Gets me more focused. Helps me refocus again, and regroup and level up.
Yeah, I can't help but notice your tattoos. It seems to see like Hawaiian. A lot of Hawaiian people have the same sort of tattoos. Is it like something to do with like Samoan? Is it like something to do with that maybe?
Hawaiian,
Hmm.
more of a Polynesian culture. Like Samoans have their style of tattoos.
Yeah,
Um, yeah, it's the Polynesian culture. Um, so,
yeah. I think.
but so Polynesian
Mhm.
consists
Sorry,
Polynesian
continue.
consists of like Hawaiian, Samoan, Tongan.
Yeah,
There's a yeah, it's like a broad band of ethnicities that follow or like kind of follow under like the
yeah.
Polynesian tribe.
I think they're absolutely, they're beautiful. I look at them now. I think they got because good structure to it. I think Max Holloway, he's got sort of similar to you as well, but he's got his on his chest. I think you've got some on your chest as well.
Yeah. So yeah, me and Max are from the same island. We trained together before. I have helped him out. He's definitely helped me out. So
Yeah, yeah. We'll move on to your last fight. It was under short notice. You took it just under a week, if I'm correct.
yeah, I did.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
yeah, I took it just for a week, and
Looking back on it now,
that's
is it? Is there any regret now looking back on it now that you took it on such short notice that you didn't have that full camp, that full time to prepare for your opponent?
not at all. I don't regret it. I mean, that's just I mean that's the game, right? Like you're gonna run into these type of opportunities, and you get to take them or you don't. You win or you lose. Because if I won, we wouldn't like that wouldn't even be a question. You know what I mean? If I regretted it, so Uh, it's like it's just a gamble I took. I knew what I was getting into. Would I have liked to prepare for longer? Sure, but that wasn't the case. You know what I mean? That wasn't what I was presented to me. That wasn't even a thought because he wasn't. You know, I mean, yeah, I would like to fight him again and prepare for my next fight longer. But I don't regret it. I learned a lot. I had a lot of things going on with moving and everything, but the fight week is the most normal week for me for us competitors. So not really. I just learned a lot. Learned I could. I mean, I was winning a fight until I was losing the fight. So
Yeah.
it's kind of like yeah, you can say oh if I had a lot of time, but it wasn't the case. It was maybe then that fight wouldn't be there for me. So
Yeah.
I mean, I don't regret it. I learned a lot. I learned a lot, and if I won, shoot, I'd be considered a genius. You know what I mean? Taking on 7 days notice, but I didn't. You know what I mean? So that's just the game we play. So
Yeah, you said the word learning a lot quite there. And what did you learn from this fight and the experience against Jonathan Pierce?
um, I think I just learned just I gaining more experience on a high level to where in fight instincts, you know what I mean? IQ, that's where I think I lacked in that fight. I let my emotion get the best of me of trying to make it a certain type of fight, make it the fight of the night. be crowd pleasing. You know what I mean? Being on the main card. That's what I let get to me. That kind of hindered my performance. To where, yeah, that's what I see hindered my performance. Because technically, it was a great matchup. It was just I wanted to stand and bang. He wasn't letting it be there, which was which was kind of dictating or kind of changed my mindset to where I was draining more energy than I wanted, and that's where he won.
Yeah,
I
absolutely.
mean,
You said there you like to stand and bang, but what Hawaiian doesn't like to stand and bang? BJ Penn, Max Holloway, you, the Hawaiians just like to stand there and just trade. And is that something like you love to do? You just love to there have a good old fist fight.
yeah, I mean, I'm a wrestler. If anybody like, if you follow my journey from, I'm a wrestler. I wrestled my whole life, but I also boxed my whole life too. But I'm predominantly a wrestler, and I'm in the UFC, and I want to give the UFC what they want. I want to give them fights. Like I want to fight. I mean, yeah, I could have been going for takedowns. I could have. I mean, it's part of the game. It's just that's the part where I need to grow. I let the stage get ahead of me to where like I have to deliver. You know what I
Hmm.
mean? So that's what I was thinking. I gotta deliver. Like I was reversing Jonathan Pierce, in some scrambles to where like I didn't even want to be there. Like no, let's like I was pushing him to get up. I caught his leg. I walked him to the fence with his leg, and I was like, drop it because that's not where I wanted to be. All in all, he did a great job. Nothing taking anything from him. I just thought I could have given him a little bit better fight. That's it.
Yeah, you said there that you need experience, but you're 25 years old. You still got a fantastic career ahead of you. When you look at the guys in front of you in the division, think about like the matchups you could have in the future. Does that kind of please you? Like there's some talented guys in the 145-pound division. You got the likes of Zabit, Yair, Brian Ortega, Max Holloway, as I said, Alexander Volkanovski. There's all them names at the top of the division. Just think, wow, I'd love to get involved with them one day.
Yeah, that's why I'm here. I'm here to be the best. So I mean, if I'm in those positions to take those fights, then I'm definitely gonna take them because I mean that's what I'm working towards, and then that's the ultimate goal is to be able to take those type of fights, because that tells me that I'm doing the right things. That tells me that I'm getting better, and yeah, I mean, I would love to take those type of fights because that means I belong. That means I'm the next guy to fight those type of guys.
Mm-hmm. You started your UFC career with a win over Tony Kelly, and your decision over Tony Kelly. How important was it for you to start your UFC career with a win?
Shoot, I mean, I I think it was very important, because you mentally you get that win out the way at a big stage. But I think I don't know. I mean, it's hard to say because I was just like, I mean, I did it. I didn't really as far. I took whatever I had that happened in that fight, thinking that Jonathan Pierce would give me that same type of fight, which is pretty stupid to think because Jonathan Pierce is a wrestler, and he was chasing a win while I was chasing while while Tony Kelly was chasing a crowd pleasing fight. You know what I mean? There's just a difference, and there's I mean you got to know when to play the game.
Yep, yep. I can't wait for you to like learn from the experience with the loss against Jonathan Pierce. Come back stronger in your next fight and kind of dictate where the fight, how you want it to go.
Yeah, I mean, I literally moved to Vegas like only 10 days before I took that Jonathan Pierce fight, and I wasn't even in a schedule yet, but like I thought, like yeah, I mean, I took the fight because that's the most normal place for us athletes, us competitors to be in. And the only thing that didn't happen is I didn't win. I would do that again just because I'm a competitor and I wanna win. I wanna compete. I wanna compete against somebody. I wanna somebody to like. I wanna feel that like in danger of losing. Because if not, if I knew I was gonna win, then what's the point? You know what I mean? Of taking that gamble. You know what I mean? In then that's it's just all part of the experience of knowing when and where you can fight what type of fight. You know what I mean? And I took that on 7 days notice, and I don't take anything back. But yeah, I just and now I can learn from it to where not every guy is gonna fight you the same way, and I
Yeah,
can't
yeah.
fight every guy the
hmm
same way.
Yeah, you've been talking about experiences a lot in this interview, and also on your UFC debut. Yeah, you had the pleasure to fight under, a big card in 2020, UFC 252, Miocic versus DC number three. I could imagine that was quite the experience, to be under that card at one of the first fights on the prelims, and you were like, what was the experience, watching like these big heavyweights going at it later on? Did you have like the pleasure to sit down and watch the fight after you had fought?
Um, yeah, it was pretty crazy to actually be on that card, like with the likes of like who else? Chito Vera fought that night.
Yeah.
He had did that was a big fight against Sean
Sugar.
O'Malley.
Yeah.
I mean, you had I think Jim Miller fought that night. Just veterans,
hmm
and then DC and Stipe. I mean, it was just like it was awesome. Because I got the fight of the night that night, and with guys like that, with a heavyweight fight that was was a pretty close fight, pretty good fight. Yeah, and it was awesome to be able to like I didn't even think about anything that fight. I would say I had more stress my second fight than my first fight. Just because I feel like I had to live up to a standard, which yeah, which that's what it was. But I mean that first fight was like I didn't think about anything. Like yeah, let's go, let's we're in the UFC, let's go, let's bang. And that I mean I didn't think about it like that until after. Like oh, this is a big card.
Yeah, you fought in one of the biggest cards and the biggest events in 2020. 2020 wasn't a great year for everyone, but you got your UFC debut, got your UFC contract, got a win in the UFC. I can imagine your UFC went quite well in 2020.
Yeah, 2020 was. I mean, I had three fights.
hmm
The best year of my life financially, best year of my life career wise. So I mean, I can't complain.
Talking about your career, and my last question is: when could we see Kai Kamaka back in the octagon, and what can we see differently from your last fight to get that hand raised again?
I mean, I'm shooting for like February, March. If that's possible, I would love to fight. In the first quarter of next year, and you're gonna just see a whole different. I mean, a whole new me. I mean, just better. I mean, I'm gonna be leveled up. I'm under a new set of coaches. I'm in a new set of new setting to where I have to get better. The different partners in the gym to at um yeah, a wide range of partners, and I got a good set of coaches. I got Ray Seth was my head coach, and Eric Nixick um coaching me. So it's gonna be good. It's gonna be I'm very excited to see what my next fight looks like. Just because I mean, bringing to the table what I have, adding adding their expertise in. I can't wait.
Yeah, 100%. I can't wait either. You got a very, as you mentioned earlier, a very fan pleasing, stylistic fighting style. I can't wait to see you fight. Whoever they put in front of you next, I know it's going to be an absolute barn burner, and I know you're going to go in there, you're going to slug it away.
Yeah, I mean, that's what I'm hoping to do. I'm hoping to make it a like a real fight, as close as I can to a technical street fight. That's what I mean. That's what I want. Um, I mean, that's to me that's the ultimate form of fighting. Like as far as like both guys going for the win, not trying to win rounds. I mean, definitely be in condition, to go 3 rounds, but trying to go for the finish, the whole time. And that's the kind of fight I mean I'm looking for.
Yeah, 100%. I can't wait to see you back in the octagon soon. And thank you so much for joining me, Kai Kamaka, and I hope we speak soon after the fight.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
Thank you.